I kind of felt like I had no more strength, and like I didn't have any support from my family, the kid's dad, you know. I was alone. I felt like I was alone. The only people that were there for me were my old life friends, where I didn't want to be, because that wasn't the way and the life that I wanted to live anymore. So there became a point in my life where I had to decide, was I going to get half of my bowel cut out or what? And I decided to. So I was alone, just me and my kids, and I was still living the life that I was living. I got it cut out, and then just, I don't know, I was still living the life I was living, but I was slowly pulling away from it.
I think when she came here, she was very unwell. You know, she had a lot of issues. There were a lot of issues around, you know, alcohol, drugs, you know, and she had a huge debt on her shoulders, you know, and there was a lot of stuff about relationship, not only with the father of her children, but also with her immediate whānau as well. And so she just thought, well, you know, going out and getting drunk and doing those things, and as long as her children were fed, that was being a good mother. She was very unwell, and I think you've got to tread softly when somebody's really unwell, because it may be, I know in the beginning, because she had 3 babies that went at school, and Desmond was only a little baby when she came here, you know, and so if it just meant that, you know, we could look after those 3 babies so that she could just have a rest, an hour or hour and a half's rest in the afternoon, then that just gave her enough to charge her batteries, you know, because her body was just so run down. And so little things like that. So you have to, it's like turning the pages of a book. You know, you've got to deal with one page at a time.
When I first met Dana, she was always down, always looked down, dressed in hoodies, no shoes. You know, I knew she was all about her babies, but I used to get a sense that Mum was trying to push them aside and deal with the issues that were happening in her head. And now, oh my God, she's a different person. And when I first went over to her home to do a home visit, I was like, oh, this is beautiful, Dana. This is not a home, this is a mansion. How did you? She's like, because of yous. And yeah, I just love her. Her personality has changed, her attitude has changed. And that's what I mean by the mindsets. You get them out of the mindset that they're currently in into the mindset that they want to be in.
Today, Dana and I, you know, we have a really good relationship. In the beginning, it was like a love-hate relationship, you know, but today it's really natural. We can talk, you know, she can cut the pumpkin up, we're making soup, we're having this catch-up, you know. It never ever was like that. So if you go through stages, you know, of their lives, and I think in the beginning that for us in my role, I had to take control of her life to ensure that not only she was safe, but her children were safe. So there's different aspects right through the whole thing, but I think Manaaki is a huge part of that, you know. I think out of all the whānaus that have been here, she was probably the one where we saw how her body revitalised. You know, just with the support, just getting herself well so that she could start dealing with some of the mamai, you know, that she was going through with her tāne, with her children, you know, and trying to manage that well.
My goals were in life at the time, which was have a stable home and have my children home with me, you know, and then go from there. So I accomplished my drug and alcohol, my parenting and all that kind of stuff, but it actually changed me as a person. It wasn't like, just saying it is not the same feeling as living it and just being around positive people, and you know, it changed me as a person. Instead of saying, oh, be bad, that's cool, you know, it's like, where is that going to get you in life, man? Just, yeah, being happy, being positive about everything, you know, not swearing or getting angry about little small things. Even if people are negative towards me, still being positive towards them, you know, that's the sort of person that I've become. Instead of like the old person, which was just beat everyone up. Honestly, that's the truth. I used to beat males up, intimidate males, you know, that's the gangster life teaching me that kind of way of life. And that's what I thought life was all about.